Alright, what's up guys, and welcome to some CSGO. Now, I have thought about doing content on this game, but before we even start doing all of that, it's Nilla. I did that actually really backward. You know, let me try that again. Alright, what's up guys, it's Nilla fan. Welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we are going to be playing CSGO. We're going to be seeing how this game runs and plays in 2024. If you guys don't know, this is actually CSGO 2. They did an old like rehaul and all this other kind of stuff. And there's some things that I do want to talk about when it comes to CSGO, because I do think there are some things that they could have done, or maybe they have done wrong, or any of that other kind of stuff. Mind you, I used to play this game like pretty faithfully. I'm gonna just do some free-for-all and then, you know, talk while we doing that, just kind of chilling, sniping and shit like that. Now, this was the one of the first games. Actually, no, this was the first game I downloaded as soon as I hopped on Steam. But when I actually had my laptop, this was the first game that I had downloaded. I didn't even download like any other game but CSGO. This was the first thing that I had downloaded. Now, Team Deathmatch obviously runs a lot more different than the actual game mode that this game first came out with. It obviously runs a lot different than what it is. One thing I do want to say is that I am gonna say, this isn't gonna be like in a crazy like what do they call those, like project format or whatever it's called. If you guys are new to the channel, I like to do things my way. I like to do cut commentary and just talk about video games and all this other kind of stuff, you know. So there's not gonna be like no crazy like cut com, or there's gonna be my version of like how I talk about things. There isn't gonna be like in a project way. I don't like doing things like that. So if it seems like it's all over the place, that's because it is. I'll be honest, it's like I said, I've played a lot of CSGO, especially back in the day. I was a faithful player. I played this game literally every single day. Me and my friend used to hop on this game and shit like that, and we just like chilled. Like, this game was super fun, you know. I do think a lot of things changed when it came to CSGO 2, but I do think at the end of the day, it's the same game, just with a bit of updated graphics and stuff like that. And since it was on PC, the graphics never really looked too bad, in my opinion. I think CSGO always had a pretty good, it was always a pretty good looking game, you know. Now, when CSGO 2 came out, I was a little bit confused on why, because I know they were trying to bring back, you know, a certain amount for the player base and all that other kind of stuff. So I think they were trying to bring back, you know, a bunch of new people and stuff like that, because this game kind of had died. And I mean like this game fucking died. You still had like pro players and stuff like that playing, but besides pro, wait, kick Nella, wait, what? No, nigga, why are we kicking me? I didn't do nothing. What? Are you guys actually gonna kick me? I didn't do anything. What did I do? It's because I'm a bot. Let's be real. Oh, okay, I guess they didn't vote. Why am I being voted to kick? So I think a lot of people, when it came to CSGO 2, were expecting a lot more to come with the game, and it just kind of didn't. I mean, realistically speaking, I don't even think they even added more maps. Literally, besides just a couple of like maybe game modes and stuff like that they added at the end of the life cycle of CSGO 1, all that was really added. There's no new guns, there's none of that. They just pretty much did an overhaul, and that was it. Now, if you guys want to, if you guys play CSGO very faithfully, please go down in the comment section down below. And if anything is not correct in this video, feel free to go down and correct me. Like I said, I don't play this game faithfully anymore like how I used to. This is just my own like biased opinion, like jumping back into it right now. So it's my own little biased opinion. So please feel free to go in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong on anything or anything of that nature. Please feel free to correct me. I would love to have a discussion down in the comment section down below. I have been thinking of doing more videos like this of just games dying, or how is this game in this year and stuff like that. I've thought about doing more stuff like this. If you guys are interested in this and just the way that I do videos and all this other kind of stuff, I like just my raw initial reaction and just me acting stupid and stuff like that. I love doing shit like this. I do hope you guys enjoy little things like this, and I will try to cover as much as possible. Of course, I'm only one person, don't have like a script sitting in front of my face like a goddamn teleprompter, so, and then me dying and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot going on and shit, you know. So just give me some time. Correct me in the comments. Now, I do love CSGO. I just want to start off by saying that, and I don't want people to think that like I'm trying to like be a dickhead or anything like that, but I think that CSGO should have came out with a little bit more. I will say the one problem that they used to have really bad was the bot system. The game was so fucking dead pretty much, and it was dead to a certain degree. Like, if you went into game modes like deathmatch, you just wouldn't really find a lot of people. It just wasn't really populated. That's just how the game was. It just wasn't really populated. You used to like hop into deathmatch and all that other kind of stuff, you wouldn't really find a lot of players. It'll majority be like bots the entire game, unless you hopped into, I forget what the game mode is called, but it's like the bomb game mode or whatever. But if you hop into bomb game mode, you would sometimes find people, sometimes you wouldn't, but most of the time, the game modes would be filled with bots. And that's another reason why I just completely stopped playing this game, because I didn't want to keep playing with bots. Anybody can agree with me on that. I mean, I don't think that's fucking rocket science. I think everybody can agree they don't want to sit there and play with goddamn bots. Now, as far as it goes with guns, I do think a lot of the guns feel really good on this game. If you've played CSGO before, then you already know how that is. is. I don't really have to go too far in detail on it. I think this is still one of those games, if you're very new to PC, and you want to get into shooters, I actually do recommend CSGO for, you know, first time like getting into video games and stuff like that, because it did help me with my shot. I was usually sniping and stuff like that on like Call of Duty and shit, so please don't, of course. Sniped on Call of Duty a lot, so when I hopped on this game, it was a lot different. I'll say this game helped me get used to playing on controller and mouse, or freaking mouse and keyboard. You guys know what the hell I mean. In my opinion, now that like X-Defiant and stuff like that is out, you probably could just go hop on there. But I feel like this game is a tad bit more chill if you just hop in a deathmatch and like train and stuff like that. I think this game is a little bit better with that. The thing that I didn't really like about this game is that a lot of people in this game, you get one-tapped very easily in this game. I mean very, very, very easily. People that literally walk around with deagles and is just sitting there and just one-tapping you from the corner. They're listening. They have sonar fucking ears and shit like that and can hear you from 3 million kilometers away and just fucking snipe you through the wall because they heard your goddamn heartbeat and shit like that. Like, people are that sweaty in this game. And I'll just be honest, that shit is really annoying when it comes to this game. It can make it a little bit unfun when you're trying to like learn and trying to just like play and, you know, in general, just trying to like get used to the game and all this other stuff. The sweatiness in this game could be very unfun. The main problem I had with this game was just how sweaty everybody was. Like, it was a little bit unplayable in my opinion. You guys just see me die like fucking, what, 12 times. I have, what, 20 deaths or something like that? Deaths. Oh my god, I literally have 31 deaths. I am actually a loser. But yeah, I feel like this game is unnecessarily hard sometimes. I mean, it's like it's kind of a coin toss with me. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this game is like the most difficult thing in the world to learn, because it's definitely not. It's really not that difficult. I'm gonna put this in place with like Valorant on like, I don't know. As far as like difficulty level, I don't know. It's not impossible. It's not like super hard. It's just, the game could be really like, sometimes. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot of tap firing and like shit like that. You can't just like fully auto a lot of the time. Then you have people like this that's just like hiding in corners and scratching their dick across the ground. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got motherfuckers like that. Die 50 million different times. So yeah, this game is a little weird, but I still do like it. It still does have a little special place in my heart, CSGO. I haven't played it in a really long time, but it still does have a little special place in my heart. I will say this, I don't think that this CSGO 2 is dead. I really don't think this game is dead. I think that this game has garnered its own like player base, and it's gonna just stay like that. I don't know if a lot of people will download this game. I don't know if a lot of people, oh, and they did add a progression system. I know they didn't have the progression system previously. One thing I will say that I never liked about CSGO was the loot box system. It is dog shit in my opinion. I know that you can sell some items for like really high, like that, sell items for like really high like money. You could like sell them for money. I never liked this system because it feels like you don't ever unlock stuff in this game. It kind of feels like a casino, like a Monopoly. It feels like unless you buy stuff, get upgrades. Like, there is no like progression system, like anything like that. That feels really bad in my opinion. And of course, that's just the base of CSGO. That's how it's always been. But in my opinion, I feel like that just, it just feels bad, dude. It just doesn't feel good. Like, look at this. And these are all still the same guns that they've had in the game, you know, since forever. It's the same shit over and over again. There was like no really like huge upgrade, I felt like. As far as it goes like with progression, like I'm saying, like when it comes to progression in this game and shit like that, oh god. Like, look at that. We have like some bots in here. Bot Arno and Bot Squad. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? Mind you, CSGO 2 has been out for like an okay amount of time, so you would think that it would have garnered a little bit more of a player base. People were like super hyped for this game and shit too, but we'll look at the player base count after this, after I'm done with this like little session or whatever. We'll look at the player base count and see like how many people are actually playing. Of course, another thing that hurts this game a tad bit is that it's PC exclusive, and a lot of times when it's exclusive to a specific system, that really can hurt games. Hello? Exclusive to one system hurts player base, you know what I mean? Oh god, dude. It really does hurt the majority of people that can actually join and play that specific game because it's based to a specific system. More people are more likely to have a PS5 and an Xbox than they are to have a PC. It's just facts. It's just how it is. People can be able to spend $500 and spend, you know, $1,200, or spend, you know, fucking $1,500 to $2,000. I mean, this PC was $2,000, so I mean, people are not really spending, you know, $2K, but they could spend $500 on a PS4 or a PS5 or an Xbox. You know what I mean? I think it's the accessibility that's also on this game that you have to kind of think about. I do wish that they would add it to console, but I don't really know how that'll work, just considering how this game actually plays. I don't think it'll play very good on console. The same way on why they don't have cross-platform for Siege and PC Siege and then Siege on console. They're like two different games. They just don't play the same. They just don't. It's different. I played it on console, played it on PC. I'm good at both of them, but again, it does not play the same. It doesn't. Can you Stop that, brother. So yeah, in my opinion, back to the progression thing, I think the progression is really bad in this game. There really isn't no incentive to level up. I feel like there's not really an incentive to do anything in CSGO, and that's what kind of keeps me from playing it. I feel like it could be like a little bit of mindless fun if I just want to shoot stuff and, you know, all this other kind of crap. But, you know, I could just really go play Overwatch, or I could go play Siege, or I could go play, you know, a bunch of other different games. You know, unless like I'm hopping on this game with a bunch of friends, then I don't really see why I'd be playing this. I do think that you should download this, in my opinion, if you're trying to learn more PC games and stuff like that. I do think you should try to like download this and play this. If you're playing like traditional PC games, like stuff like this, I do think that you should play it. Other than that, don't be like surprised if there's no in-depth, you know, leveling up system. Don't be surprised if, you know, there's not a lot of weapons. Don't be surprised, you know, if there's not a lot of cosmetics. And there is a lot of that stuff, but you have to kind of pay for it. When it comes to cosmetics and like even weapon cosmetics, pay for it. Mind you, I've played this game for years, and I still don't have not one customization. I think I have like 2 for like a couple of guns, but that's like the free ones, and they're complete ass. I bought like 1 key before, and I got like the most dog shit skin in the game. I never felt the need to like buy anything else after that. I was like, I'm not buying anything else. I spent like $5 on a key to get the most gross skin I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, so kind of to wrap up everything, in my opinion, I do think this game is still fun. I think this game has like kind of mindless fun, if that makes sense. That's how I kind of felt with Call of Duty. But besides Call of Duty, there was a progression system. You could like prestige, and I think you could prestige in this game too. But I mean more so like cosmetic wise and an incentive to give me to play. I don't think CSGO has given me an incentive to play the game. And that's where I'm kind of falling at with CSGO. Do I think it's good in 2024? Yes. But I also do think that there's other games that you could be playing. And I think that there's other games that could be occupying your time better. You know, especially if you do YouTube or anything like that, you know, you don't really see this game. You don't really like hear about CSGO no more like that. Oh, I'm contemplating even releasing this video. I don't even know if it's gonna get any views. In all seriousness, if you do enjoy CSGO, please continue to enjoy the game. Please continue to have fun and all that other kind of stuff. Don't let me dictate you downloading the game. Don't let me dictate how you completely feel on a product. The game is free, so realistically speaking, it's not gonna hurt you to go and download the game and test it out for yourself. And if you really like it, you might be a person that chooses to spend money on this game, and that's completely fine. That's completely up to you. That has nothing to do with me. If you choose to, you know, spend money on this game, that's completely up to you. I think that if you're not playing deathmatch and you're playing like the one life game modes and stuff like that, I think this game, or the bomb game mode, game can get really intense and really fun. Yeah, so I guess if you're not playing like super casual, this game could get really intense and really fun. I like a little bit more from video games that I'm playing, and since I don't really like to sweat all too often and, you know, constantly be sweating and constantly be, you know, losing my mind and shit like that. Plus, to me personally, if I'm gonna play bomb game modes, I'm just gonna go play Siege. I'm just being real. Siege has a little bit more to offer when it comes to that kind of stuff. And of course, that's just an opinion. If you don't think that, then that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. Whoa. That's just my own personal opinion. If you don't feel like that and you think that this game gives you more, then that's perfectly fine. Clearly, the game isn't dying. It says that they had 1 million players over the past 24 hours, and playing in an hour ago at 745,000. So yeah, the game is still doing pretty good. It loses players here and there, but as far as it goes, it looks like they're doing pretty good for themselves. They just gained 8,000 more players and shit. So it seems like the game is thriving. So if you actually want to come and jump in on this game and you want to have something different that you're playing, maybe besides Overwatch, maybe besides Siege and all this other kind of stuff, it's another game that you could be playing. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of the store, so you know I'm not capping to you. But I'm pretty sure if you've played or seen Siege before, or CSGO, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway though, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like to see more CSGO gameplay, let me know down in the comment section down below. Maybe I can hop on this game a little bit, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.